Hey everybody, my name is Henry Bellman, and movies are my vice. Are my vice? Is my vice? Going to the movies is probably my biggest vice. I see lots of movies, go all the time, and I figured, hey, why not make reviews of them? Because that's a thing. So I just got back from seeing Dolittle with Robert Downey Jr. Before I get into the movies, I have to tell you something really quick because I find it interesting. This was the cheapest I've ever been to the movies ever. So I'm rewards for Marcus, and every once in a while, like after you spend enough money going to the movies, they give you $5 for free. And so when I went to buy the tickets, usually they're about $9 and something cents. But they also have student deals every once in a while, and for that you get them for $6 and something cents. So I went to buy the movies, or buy the tickets, and then I had the $5, so I was like, oh, I'll take it off. So my tickets were $1.62. And when I get to the theater, I don't have it with me. I have a tub. And you pay $25, and for the entire year, every time you go, you can refill it for $4, which for me is great because I go so often that $4 for a tub of popcorn, which is usually about $8 or $9, it's a lot cheaper. And then I also get this size drink, which is about $6. So overall, I usually spend $20. I had a free coupon. Because for the month of January they had these coupons that get you a free this size drink, regular size drink, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna use it because it's still January. And so I get there, I get this for free, and then I go and I get the tub. But when I walk in and I'm walking toward the counter, the dude's sitting there with a little bag of popcorn, like eating it, and I see him, and he's like, oh, and he like shoves it underneath the thing, and I just start laughing, like chuckling to myself, like not, like thinking to myself, like, I understand, like, I get the munchies too. I did it at my last job. Man, the smoothies I had, like, I go in, he's like, he's like, you need a refill? I'm like, yes I do. And then I'm like, I also have this thing, got that, and he hands it to me, and I go to, and he's like, okay, have a nice day. And I'm like holding my credit card and my rewards card, of like trying to hand it to him. He's like, have a nice day. And I'm like, and he's like, like literally doing that, and I'm like, oh, thank you. Like, I was confused for a second. So I normally spend about $20 going to movies. Today I spent $1.62, so I'm really happy about it. Anyway, let's get to the movie. These reviews, I'm gonna subject them into two parts. So the first part is gonna be like my overall idea of it. So like what I think of it, and then I'm gonna get to the spoilers part, where I talk about stuff that, like, if you haven't seen the movie and you want to see the movie, don't watch this until you have. And then at the very end I'll give my score. So overall, movie is pretty good. I say this a lot because I go to see a lot of movies, including kids movies. It was very much a kids movie. Like, the story was pretty sloppy. Robert Downey Jr.'s fake British accent just didn't work in this one. It felt forced, kind of like Daniel Craig's southern accent. Like, it didn't sound right, which is weird because I absolutely love Robert Downey Jr. in the Sherlock Holmes movies, which he did a wonderful job. So it felt weird hearing him with that accent and like just not working. The intro, like when like the first thing you see is they go into a little bit of a lore into what happens, and that was nice. I really did like that. Every scene with his wife, like actually in person, it felt, I don't know, not forced, but it felt like I don't want to say forced, I don't want to say useless. It's just, it didn't feel necessary. Yeah, like it felt unnecessary. Although the scenes where he's trying to deal with his wife, those I really like. That is a, if you figure out what I'm trying to say, it is a spoiler, but you learn it within the first like minute of the movie starting. But like him coming to terms with it all, like that was really well made. All the animals, I really like those. They all had a lot of personality. They all had very unique voices and very unique premises that they had to, like a few of them had to overcome stuff, and that was really nice to watch. Like even though it was a kids movie and it was very cheesy, it was I gotta admit, it was pretty damn cute. It was a well, it was a fun movie to watch. Not fun like it, like the best way I can describe it is if you've seen Hobbs and Shaw. Like movie wise, it sucked. Enjoyable wise, it was it's one of the best movie experiences I've gone to, because it was just a really fun movie. This was a lot like that. Like the story felt but the overall enjoyment factor was pretty high. I liked it. Okay, now I will be getting into stop it. Now I'll be getting into spoilers. The whole rivalry between him and his old classmate, that felt dumb. Like it was like they were trying to force comedy, kind of like a poorly written SNL skit. The whole at the very end when they save the queen, and she wakes up, she didn't do a good job as an, like, I did not like the queen's character, even though you only see her for like, you see her laying, the premise of the movie is the queen's dying and he's trying to save the queen. But the scene where he at the very end when they save her, because of course they do, like she wakes up and she's just like, I don't want to say rude, but she's like she was terminally sick, and then suddenly she wakes up and it's just like, get out. Like what do you do? Like, and not in like a I'm better than you, like actually royal queen manner, but it was more of a like a teacher being like, what the hell are you doing in my classroom? Like you're not taking my class, just get out. Like it just felt that way, and I was like, that wasn't very nice. The whole thing with the dragons, that was pretty cool, although it did look like he was not taking stuff out of her stomach, if you catch my drift. That scene was a bit weird, but it was cool that there was dragons in it. Felt completely out of nowhere. In fact, I've seen two movies this week. First one was Underwater, and the second one was Dolittle. And both times at the very end, they reveal a creature, and you're just like, where did that come from? Even though they did tease the fact that dragons existed early on in the movie, which is another thing. The fact that he had his enemy had all of his manuscripts. No, he didn't. Like realistically, no, he didn't. But bringing in dragons was just like honestly, I didn't see it coming. But once it happened, I was like, oh, yeah, actually, that makes sense. The relationship, the Underwater. This is a spoiler for Underwater. The big bad in Underwater is Cthulhu, I think. When he rose, I was like, since when is Cthulhu a thing? There was another thing. It all felt like as soon as he went over to the painting, I was like, oh well, the stick is gonna figure it out. Also the fact that no one seemed to figure out that she was poisoned until the very end, when Dolittle was like, oh yeah, she was poisoned, and like, now I have proof. Like that, I was just like, really? You didn't think about that? You're the top dogs in England, and you didn't think about that? Mm-hmm. The whole thing with her dad, like when I found out that that was her, like his wife's or his father-in-law, I was kind of surprised actually. But because like, one, they didn't look anything alike, which it's a movie, so it's harder to do. But it's just like, oh, of course he's her daughter, instead of being like, oh yeah, actually it makes sense that he's her daughter. He's her daughter. She's his daughter. Overall, though, I think it's a very good movie. I would probably not watch it again, at least not unless I had kids, which I'm 20 and single, so don't see that happening anytime soon. Yeah, it was a fun movie. I think my rating for this, I thought about this the entire way home. I want to give it a 60, but it was a lot of, because like story-wise and like it wasn't a movie directly suited to like the way my final score is gonna be is based on like how well the movie was, the writing, the story, the characters, all that, plus my enjoyment of it. So it's gonna be an opinion and not anything based off fact. I'd give it probably a 65%. I feel like that might be too high though, because like I didn't like, because there was a lot of cheap stuff in it. You know what? I'm gonna give it a 60. Dolittle, starring Robert Downey Jr., I give you a 60. Now that that's over, I'm gonna try to do more reviews of movies this year, because I see them all the time. They necessarily won't come out right after the movie or comes out, because I don't always see movies the night they come out. But I will try to, like this will be set up, or this will be uploaded tomorrow. So like right after I see the movie, it'll be uploaded, so you can know my opinion. No matter what score I give it, I think every movie I've seen, except for Rambo: Last Blood, I think every movie I've seen, I always say you should go see it. Not necessarily in trailers, but you should see it at least once. And if you like more kid movies, you should definitely see this, because it was a good movie. But yeah, I think that's gonna be all for today. If you liked the video, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Adios.